So I'll make you a bet. If you pick up your phone, go on your computer, go to any news site, go to social media, look at the top trending topic, what's it gonna be? Coronavirus and COVID-19. You can't avoid it. It is what it is. It's the times that we're living in, and it's scary. It really is. These are scary, scary times, and I know for me, at least for me, this is the first time in my lifetime I've ever had to deal with something like this. And hopefully we never have to deal with something like this again. Take these off real quick. You know, every single day I have Trip Team family members writing to me, whether it's private messages or they're commenting or emailing me. And a lot of you guys have been affected by this. A lot of you guys have lost your jobs. Your livelihood has changed. Many of you have family members that have contracted the virus. And that's terrifying because I think about you guys all the time. I want to see you healthy and safe. And we're doing what they ask us to do. You know, we're adhering to social distancing. We're trying to limit our hand-mouth activity. We're sanitizing. We're washing. But is that all we could do? Quarantine ourselves, try to be as clean as possible to really get over this? Or is there more that we could be doing that nobody's talking about? And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. I'm going to show you guys how to get the one-up on the coronavirus. Let's go.
Dripping on acid in the hotel lobby. Everything moving hella fast, Ricky Bobby. Floating in the ethers. Listen to the ethers, you can probably tell the future. Superhuman man.
What's going on, Trip Team? First of all, I want to welcome you guys back to a brand new video. Now, if this is your first time ever seeing one of my videos, welcome to the Trip Team family. Make sure you guys check me out on all my social media. And if you guys enjoyed the content, you like what I'm giving you, you like this type of stuff, then take a second, go down below, hit that subscribe button and the bell off to the side so you guys know when I drop a new video. Now, this video has been on my mind for the past couple weeks. It's something I've been wanting to put out. I've been putting it on the table, getting ready to shoot it, come into the studio, I'm ready to shoot it, and then I say no, and I stop filming something else. Now, the reason for that is it's such a touchy subject, and if you go look at any YouTube content creator, social media influencer, you'll see that they're all talking about the coronavirus, COVID-19. And the reason for that is it's hot. All they care about is clicks, views, plays, follows, subscribers. And I don't care about any of that. And I didn't want to get put in that box. I didn't want people to think that there was some type of ulterior motive for creating this video other than for the benefit of the viewer. And that's exactly what I feel. I feel if you're going to create something that has to do with a situation or a topic that's so touchy, that's so serious and relevant right now, it should really benefit the viewer from watching it. You know, it should contribute to making them be safer and healthier. And that's what I wanted to bring to you guys in this video. Now, let's just talk about this real quick. So, when people do that, it's absolutely disgusting. So if you're one of them people that are just doing it for the views and for the subscribers and the followers, for the clout, whatever the case may be, just because it's a hot topic, you're a scumbag and you really shouldn't be doing that because people are dying and people are losing their lives, and I have absolutely zero respect for you. And that was pretty much my reason for hesitating to do this video. I just didn't want it to come across the wrong way, even though the information I'm going to give you guys is some amazing information that's going to be able to help benefit you. You know, it's scary times. Every single day I get messages from Trip Team family members, whether it's through email or DM or whatever the case may be. Willy, me and my wife just got laid off. We got kids and now I don't have a job. How am I going to support my family? Or Willy, my wife has it, or my husband has it, or 3 people in my family have it. I just heard yesterday. That's absolutely terrifying, and it's a different world we're living in. And in my short lifetime, I've never experienced something like this, just like I know a lot of that goes the same for you guys. And I hope we never have to deal with this again. I know we'll pull through it, but how severe is it going to be before we get on the other side of that tunnel? And that's really worrying to me. And I feel like there's so much good information that could be out there, but it's so hard to decipher through all the bullshit. You got the people that think it's a conspiracy, that the numbers are fake. Then you got people that think everybody has it. And then you got other people that think it's just not that serious. It's not that serious. Well, tell that to the thousands of people that are dying every single week that are contracting this virus. You know, people are saying old people can only get it, and now young people can't get it, but a 17-year-old just died, and now there's a few-week-old baby on life support. I mean, it's that serious. This is really happening, and we really should be trying to pull together as one to really get through this. You know, we need to get on the same page. And I want to try to help you guys the best way I know possible, and that's with this video. Now, some of you guys might be saying, Willie, what gives you the right to give information on the topic? Well, let me tell you. Most of you guys that know me personally or have been following me for years know that before I was actually creating videos, I actually got my master's in organic drug synthesis. So pretty much an organic chemist. And when I finished school, I actually worked for one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. Now, when I say the largest in the world, I'm talking the largest in the world with multiple different companies throughout the world on different continents and different countries. So I definitely know what I'm talking about. I worked as part of a 4-man group that would actually synthesize different organic materials from different things, different plants, different mushrooms, all different stuff. If they needed something for an experimental drug, they would come to us and say, this is what we need. What is the best organic material we could use to achieve that? We would go, we would extract it, we would synthesize it, we would give it to the next guys that were actually creating the medications or treatments or cures or whatever they were working on. It was very compartmentalized, so you kind of worked in your group and they'd tell you what to do, and then you just pass it along to the next person and whatever. But I got to be part of a lot of really cool things. I still have a lot of friends over there that trickle down information to me on what's being worked on right now. So I definitely have some valid ground to stand on when it comes to that, because I know how things are created, made, tested, and brought to the public. So I understand how all that works. And then I also have a bachelor's in science for microbiology, and that's where the whole mycology part of this comes in. And so I definitely have both sides of the spectrum, and I definitely have grounds to stand on and speak about this and give you guys the correct information. I've went through tons and tons of scientific publications and studies, and I pulled the best information to give to you guys. Now, both of these things I'm going to talk about in this video, I actually use in my own personal daily regimen. So I'm not preaching something I don't practice. I actually use both of these on the regular. Both of them are absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to share them with you. Now, just so we're above board with everything, I'm not a doctor. I don't have a PhD. So if for any reason you think this might cause some type of complication with some current medication that you're on or something like that, don't take this as medical advice, all right? Consult your doctor. Consult a doctor, a medical doctor, before you start any type of regimen. If you're a healthy person, no problem. But if you have any concerns, consult your doctor. I can't stress that enough. Now, any money that this video generates will be 100% donated. So we're either going to donate it to families that were affected by job loss because of the virus, or families that were affected because family members contracted the virus, or we're going to go and donate masks and gloves and different types of things to hospitals and police stations because they desperately need our help. And we really need to pull in. These people have no choice but to go out there day after day after day and keep law and order and keep people safe and healthy and all that good stuff. So let's really just show our support to them. And, you know, even if it's as simple as something as you see a police officer in the drive-thru or getting a coffee, pay for his coffee, show him your support and just say, thank you, I appreciate you out there doing what other people don't want to do. That's it. You know, nurses, doctors, They're amazing people that really just want the best for society. So let's show them our love and support and make sure they understand that we appreciate what they're doing. So with that said, hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from with this video, and hopefully it's able to benefit you and benefit the people you love and the people you care about, because that's what I really want to do with this. So let's jump right into it. So the first mushroom we're going to talk about is this beautiful red colored mushroom right here known as Ganoderma lucidum, or the Langhai or Reishi mushroom. This mushroom is absolutely amazing. Its medicinal properties and the benefits that it can actually give you, hands down, are some of the best out there. Now we have documentation, solid documentation, that this mushroom has been used for its medicinal properties going back 2,000 years. Now the variant of Reishi mushroom that was actually used is still unknown and debated, but for all intents and purposes, they're pretty much all the same. The colors can vary, the looks can vary a little bit, but the medicinal properties stay the same. There's been tons of studies done on this mushroom, and the benefits that we're going to talk about right now, we're only going to talk about ones that have solid scientific evidence to back them up, because we don't want to talk about what could be, what would be, or anything like that. We only want to talk about what we can prove. So the first and most important benefit of the Reishi mushroom or the Langhai mushroom is its immune boosting properties. This mushroom has been used in a multitude of different studies recently and going back some years. In every single one of them studies, the immune boosting properties were amazing. So in most of these studies, they used cancer patients. So they used people with breast cancer, they used people with colorectal cancer, and multiple other types of cancer. And the increased productivity in their white blood cells was off the charts. Now, it's all documented. You guys could go check it out. But what it showed is that the Reishi mushroom can actually alter the inflammation pathways in the white blood cells, which would boost in a person's immune system and help them fight off this disease or this infection. Now, specifically, the study that was done with the people with colorectal cancer, you could actually see that it was increasing certain white blood cells that were called the natural killer cells. Now, these natural killer cells are responsible for fighting off cancer and other types of infections. It's absolutely amazing. Every study that's been done when it came to dosing out the Reishi mushroom has pretty much agreed that its immune boosting properties are just off the charts. Actually, modern sports is actually using the Reishi mushroom in some of their treatments. So when a professional athlete gets injured or something happens, they could either go with what the league is telling them to do, or they could go with an alternative treatment method. And if they go with the alternative treatment method, a lot of it is using homeopathic things like mushrooms and acupuncture and all different types of things. And the Reishi mushroom is one of the things they use very, very commonly. White blood cells are so important to us living a healthy and long life. And back in the late 70s and early 80s, when HIV and AIDS really started to hit the scene, people were dying off, not because of the HIV. They were dying off because their white blood cell count was so low, it couldn't fight off infections and other types of disease. So that's what the people were dying from. So what they would do, if they thought that you had AIDS, if you was getting sick constantly for no reason, they would give you what's called a T cell count. So they would count your T cells, which is pretty much your white blood cells. And if they were below a certain level, they could tell that you probably had HIV or AIDS if they couldn't get that count back up. So these Reishi mushrooms have shown that they have great properties in boosting the productivity of them white blood cells. Especially with a virus like COVID-19, having your immune system in its best shape is the most important thing. The number 2 most well-documented benefit to Reishi mushrooms is its cancer-fighting properties. Now, they did a study on 4,000 breast cancer patients, and they found that 59% of the survivors used Reishi mushrooms in their treatment. So about 60% of the survivors were on some type of reishi mushroom extract or some type of reishi mushroom regimen of some sort. Now, when I keep saying extract, I'm saying it because you could get reishi mushrooms fresh, or you could get them dehydrated, or you could just buy the extract. So you could get it in a liquid, or you guys could get it in a powdered form, or you guys could do it yourself. So I could take this one right here, dehydrate it, I could powder it up, fill up my capsules, and I could start dosing out on a regular regimen. These are very easy to cultivate yourself. So if you guys want to cultivate them yourself, I have tons of videos. You guys could cultivate them yourself, and the benefits are just endless. Now, in another study, 48 breast cancer patients were dosed out on reishi powder for 4 weeks, and after the 4 weeks they found that they had less anxiety, less depression, better quality of life, and they had less fatigue. So they weren't as sleepy from the other therapies that they were going through. Now, I'm not saying that this is a replacement for chemo or any other type of treatment, but in conjunction it could only benefit. There's very little side effects that would deter somebody from going this path, and there's only nothing but great things to gain from it. The scientific evidence is there. You guys could go check it out for yourself. But reishi mushroom is definitely one of the mushrooms that's going to give you a leg up if you want to keep your immune system at its tip-top shape during our current situation. So the second mushroom we're going to be talking about that's really going to give you a leg up on our current situation is this beautiful white ball right here known as lion mane. This is a lion mane mushroom, very easy to cultivate at home. They actually sell kits that you pretty much can order in the mail, or you guys could do everything from scratch following some of my videos. These mushrooms not only taste delicious, but their benefits are even better. The natural antioxidants in the lion's mane mushroom help fight oxidation in the body and inflammation. When I say inflammation, it's very important because inflammation can lead to very serious diseases like diabetes and heart disease. So it's very important to make sure you have antioxidants and you're taking in a regular amount of antioxidants in your daily diet. A lot of berries, I believe blueberries is one way to get antioxidants, and cherries and other types of fruits also carry a lot of antioxidants in them. But lion's mane mushrooms are very prevalent for their antioxidant properties. In a study that was done in 2012, they took 14 different types of mushrooms that were known for their antioxidant properties, and they found that lion's mane ranked number 4 on that list. So that's really good. That puts it in the top 4 that you can actually go out, purchase, or cultivate yourself for them properties. The lion's mane mushroom is also well revered for its immune boosting properties. You guys kind of seeing a little pattern here? Immune boosting properties are what's going to help you fight off these viruses, bacteria, infections. This is what's going to help you. So a study was conducted using mice, and the mice were given lion's mane mushroom, and the mice that were actually given the lion's mane mushroom actually showed a boost in activity when it came to their intestinal immune system. Then there was another study conducted, and it showed that the protein in the lion's mane mushroom, when given to mice, actually encouraged growth of new gut bacteria. So this is beneficial bacteria that helps strengthen the immune system. They also did a couple studies, and the studies shown to help anxiety and depression in mice. Now, when you guys look at a lion's mane mushroom, what does it look like? It looks like a human brain, right? Just white, but if you look at it, the texture, the little breaks in it, it looks like a human brain or a brain. And one of the biggest benefits, other than the immune benefits, is its cognitive health benefits. So memory, there's been studies done on people with dementia and Alzheimer's, and it's been shown to have great effects on them. Actually, one of the studies was done on mice again, and after being dosed out for a few weeks, they were actually able to recognize pretty significant results in the mice's recognition of objects and certain things like that. So it helps memory. Now, most of the studies that I spoke about were pretty recent studies, but there was actually an older Japanese study done many years ago, and it consisted of a group of people between the ages of 50 and 80 years old that had mild cognitive impairment. So what they did was they dosed them out for 16 weeks on a lion's mane regimen, and after the 16 weeks, they found that they had better cognitive recognition. They were starting to speed up. They were having better response times. So it was showing improvement. After they were actually taken off the regimen, they fell back into their mild cognitive impairment that they had before the regimen started. Now, these studies were done in universities, so they did a controlled group, a placebo group, then a group that was actually getting the real lion's mane mushrooms. And the ones who were getting the lion's mane mushrooms actually showed improvement, while the other two groups didn't. Now, lion's mane mushrooms also have cancer-fighting properties. So in vitro, they've actually done studies, and the lion's mane mushroom actually helped fight against leukemia. So there's a lot of benefits. These mushrooms are 100% delicious. They're 100% legal. They're 100% easy to obtain. They can't hurt nothing. They could only benefit you. And using some of these natural proving things like the reishi mushroom and the lion's mane mushroom, there's also oyster mushroom and many other types of mushrooms that have great benefits. This is what's really going to give you the leg up and make sure that your immune system is at its best so that you could fight any foreign invaders, whether that's a virus, a disease, an infection, whatever the case may be. You keep them white blood cells up, you keep your immune system up, you keep all that beneficial bacteria, and you guys are going to be able to fight against this. This is what they should be telling people to help benefit people. Now, I've been looking around. The prices on reishi mushroom, lion's mane, oyster really haven't changed. So it's not one of them markets. You know, you go look at face masks, go look at gloves, you go look at safety glasses. All that stuff is skyrocketed. People are price gouging and taking advantage of a really sad situation. But my mycology community, our mushroom community is not doing that. So go out, get yourself some reishi mushrooms. I'm going to put some links down below. If you guys want to grow them yourself or you guys want to use some great vendors, there's some great vendors out there. I actually spoke with a couple of them. Actually, one of them was the ones that sent me the reishi mushroom that I actually used in this video. Great person, very knowledgeable, and you guys could go grab them from them all day. I'm sure they would appreciate the business, support small businesses, and let's take care of each other. Spread this information because this information is going to help benefit people, and it benefits me. Like I said, I barely ever get sick, but I take these religiously every single day. So there's many different ways you could take it. Like I said, you could cook with it, you could dehydrate it and powder it, you could just dehydrate and grind up the mycelium. There's so many different ways to administer the mushroom. There should be no second thoughts about it. You guys should definitely implement it in your daily lifestyle, your daily regimen, because it's only going to benefit you. So thank you guys for all your love and support. Hopefully this video helped you guys out and you guys were able to benefit from the information in this video. Remember, reishi mushroom, lion's mane mushroom, both amazing mushrooms, and if you could put them together into your daily regimen, you guys have a better chance of fighting this disgusting virus that's going around so we can get back to normal and start living our lives. Make sure you take care of one another. If you guys have any extra masks, gloves, face masks, anything that you could bring to your local police station, your local hospital, and help them out, I'm sure they would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Let's try to help one another instead of looking at each other like we're walking diseases. You know, I see the way people are looking at people now. Everybody's looking at each other like this person has it, that person has it. Stay away from... Guys, let's bring humanity back, guys. This is getting too crazy. We got to start loving one another and taking care of one another and stop all this madness. Like I said, everything I spoke about in this video is 100% factual. You guys could go read the studies and research yourself and speak to people that are already dosing out on reishi mushroom or lion's mane mushroom, and they'll tell you about the benefits. Like myself, I do it and it's amazing, and you guys should start doing it too because I think it could only benefit you guys. Just make sure you guys look into any allergies you have. If you want, consult a doctor before you actually start taking them, and Just be good to one another. I'm Willie Michael. Do good, be good, live good. Namaste.